Before I even start this video, I just want to know what the hell is going on over there. It looks like someone started a goddamn forest fire. And that car looks like a piece of shit. Behind me is a 2000 Ford F-350 pickup truck. And right in front of me, in my loving, caring arms, is this Dirt Devil, I don't know what kind of model this is, vacuum cleaner that I stole from the trash in order to make this video.
So forget about it, man.
I'm sure you can guess where we're going with this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mass Destruction. This is the vacuum cleaner durability test. For those of you who are unfamiliar with this series, first off, I highly suggest you check out the computer monitor durability test that preceded this one. But if you don't feel like doing that first, this series is basically where we take everyday common household items like a vacuum cleaner or a computer monitor in the case of the last episode, and we put them through a series of tests. Start off with the most realistic scenarios, and we progressively get slightly less realistic from there. So right now we have a vacuum cleaner. Apparently my grandma says it smells like mold when you try to use it, and she can't get rid of the smell, so she tossed it in the trash and got a new one. But the thing is, this doesn't exactly fit very well in a trash can, and I want to see if I can make it fit better in a trash can. So we'll see about that. I did notice it still has dirt in it, and I don't want that flying everywhere when we start doing the tests. So real quick, best I can get. First test I want to do is make sure this damn thing actually still works. I had it sitting in my garage for months because I got busy with things like football and not a whole lot else. So given how the fluctuating temperatures are in Ohio, we'll see if the thing has given up or not. Alright, it's plugged in. The extension cord is always live because it's plugged into this truck. Good enough for me. One of the major concerns with, diesel engines today is the amount of pollution that they seem to cause in the world. Of course, some people argue for or against that. I don't know. So here we have a 7.3 Power Stroke diesel, and what we're going to do is we're going to see if this vacuum cleaner can actually solve pollution and global warming by sucking up the exhaust fumes from this very pickup truck. Of course, what that also means is I actually have to start the truck. Alright, so now the truck is started. We're gonna take the suction hose, wherever that might end at, down here. I'm gonna stick it in the exhaust. I have no idea if that's gonna stay there or not. Probably not. Good enough for me. Probably not going to make it past one rev. What's the moment tell you? fuck, that smells horrible. Well, I gotta say, I'm impressed and I'm disappointed at the same time. Impressed because it didn't blow up, but kind of disappointed because this flew out immediately after I started revving the truck. Now, what I could do is I could shove a fast idle stick on it, but that's not gonna, it doesn't roll coal after the initial, you know. This test was kind of a failure, and all it did was suck up rocks from the gravel driveway. So I guess we gotta move on to the next test. Also, it still smells like fucking horrible. I can see why we wanted to get rid of this thing now. That's what I would say if the wand didn't just come straight out of it. I didn't even think about this before, but we're gonna try that on the exhaust pipe now. Now we're gonna try it again. Oh my god. That went fucking everywhere. Yeah, so now we have that, which is completely black. Much like the side of the truck. So, as it turns out, the vacuum cleaner is still not a solution for pollution. The thing that gets me is I can't tell if the, you know, dirt trap or whatever you fucking call this actually has the if it actually has diesel soot in it or not. It's a very good question, but I'm not running diesel soot through this again just to figure that out for sure. Test number 2, we're gonna throw it down this small, well, I don't want to call it a small flight of stairs, but this is like halfway to the bottom. So we're gonna throw it down this flight of stairs here and see if it survives. That was fucking lame. Alright, next test is going to be kicking it down the stairs. Next test, since that wasn't damaged enough for me to do a damage report on it, we're going to do the plain rock test, which is basically throwing it out the window off this roof and back onto the ground. So, yeah, we're going to chuck it out the window, see if it survives hitting the ground. I don't know how, man. That thing just ate it like a fucking champ. There you go. Maybe there's a slightly better test I can do. Let's see if the increased height of my second story window will change the results at all. Oh. Figure something was gonna happen at some point. Structurally, the vacuum seems to be just fine. But what I really want to know is what happens when you leave your extension cord plugged into your truck for God knows how long. What I want to know is if the thing actually still turns on and works. So, application of power. Okay, it's not already on. Bring the extension cord over. For whatever reason, the damn thing still works. I'll go and plug the truck back in. Well, it survived the first 3 durability tests, which means we're going to move on to a bonus test. The bonus test being, I get 1 full force swing with the sledgehammer at the thing, and we'll see if it survives. Oh, man. Somebody's close to the ground again. That's great. Oh well, I got the hammer. I probably should have figured this was going to happen if I hit it full force with a sledgehammer. Let's assess the damage. Looking at the footage, it might actually be a little hard to tell what happened. So let me just explain. I took the swing right about here, and it went through the canister. I think that's what you call this. Oh, that's soft. I didn't even realize that. The hammer went through here, and it actually got caught on the hammer until I let it go, of course, because well, actually, if you hit something hard enough with anything, it'll spear through it. That's pretty much just basic physics right there. Of course, everything under the canister is just fine. It's just this thing that's busted. So, for all intensive purposes, let's just assume that the thing still works. Originally, I had in mind a test to see what was the limit to things I can actually sweep with this thing, but since the canister is now busted due to, our bonus tests, we're actually going to do a different test in line with what we just did, which is swinging different objects at it and seeing what breaks it. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to see what my foot can do first off. Shit. Test number 6. I haven't forgotten my number yet. Razor scooter. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. That ain't gonna latch on no more. Got the spring and we got the release latch on here. Yeah, the reason I did the razor scooter is because it hurts like hell if you hit it against your foot. Yeah, that... And now I understand why it hurts like hell if you do that. Ew. Oh, get that away from me. I think I figured out why it smells like mold. Also, that's why it was soft, because it was busted. And let's just dump this clump of shit in the trash can. Next, we have a pair of loppers. Has my name on it for some reason. See, this is what I was expecting. This is like kind of things I was expecting to happen when I chucked it out the window. Now I'm starting to pierce through that structural integrity that it had before. As if a vacuum cleaner can have integrity. Let's see what's down here. Here's a shovel test. I don't know what I think that's the motor itself. But it's certainly holding up. It's very resistant to the shovel. Not anymore. Oh man, it doesn't shatter. And now it's under my truck. Ah! I can't crush it, but I can rip it apart. Let me get this chunk out. I should be using gloves, but I refuse to because I'm a real man. Ow. Ow. See, I'm ripping it apart, and that's all that matters. I should clean up some of my tools real quick. I'll be right back. Next test. I'm going to swing this hoe at it. Not like I can get any of the other kind. How destructive this thing is. Let's see how easily I can finish this off with my bare hands. Yeah. Oh, that's basically gone already. This is fitting great in the trash can. I think one more hit and I'll be done with that. As long as I can basically just split this top part in half. Shit. Almost just ate that. Bingo. Next up, we're going full Minecraft mode with this shit with the pickaxe. Ooh. Well, I know one thing's for sure. That ain't gonna work anymore. That just drives straight through it. Oh! Oh man. I'm shorting something. Take this cover off, by the way. Oh, I didn't cut myself, did I? Woo! I didn't cut myself. Okay. No more of that. Apparently it wants to bite back at me. Probably wants to electrocute me too. But I'm not bleeding yet, so we're good on that. Dude, look at how they're just flowing in the wind. The mold is going away. If you remember our last durability test, you'd remember that I originally wanted to use a chainsaw to saw through the computer monitor, but there was metal there, so I was a little afraid to do it. This time, though, I think it's time to go full-on Marcus Phoenix mode. Just ate that shit. Holy fuck. That, kids, is why you gotta be careful around chainsaws. I did not expect it to go like straight through that. Holy shit. Well, as I said before, that was entirely made of plastic. I guess, that hurts. Ow. There's our diesel soot covered thing. I already got a trophy from this thing, so I'm probably just going to finish off with the sledgehammer now. Over here in the gravel, where it doesn't really matter if I leave a bunch of trash everywhere. Holy shit. Yeah, see, because the chainsaw is meant for cutting through, like, wood and shit. I did not... I seriously didn't think it'd go through it that fast. God, I'm going to have to get a slow-mo of that. Well, congratulations, everybody. You've reached the end of the durability test. Now, I mean, we're not done yet, but welcome to the grand finale, where since I've run out of ideas, and because the thing is basically gone that we're destroying, I'm just going to beat the shit out of it with a sledgehammer until I'm finally satisfied with my destruction. Oh, that's... I just went right through that. Finally, let's see the insides. What makes it work? What? Reveal your secrets. Oh. Oh, shit. Well, that's going to be a mess and I have to clean up. Take the wheel off. Bitch, die, devil. Dude, I have so much shit to clean up now. You have no idea. I have the hose here. If anybody, well, whatever. And after all of that, somehow the hose basically survived. Like, I'd still consider this good. Ugh. Man, they make this shit tough. If only it, didn't smell like mold, wouldn't be in this situation. Oh. Maybe I should get the pickaxe back out, but this is the main weapon of the series, so at least as of now, unless I figure out something else. Old reliable. Shit just hits the camera and shit. Ooh. If you were wondering how a vacuum cleaner works, I think that's how. I don't know how that makes any sense, but somehow it does. It's funny how the slightest hit with a sledgehammer made that fly just across the fucking galaxy. Can I get this brush out of here? No, not yet. I can fix that. Oh man. Well, that's just full of dirt from what we were doing before, I think. The hell was that noise it just made? Oh well. Well, I think there's still a little bit more room to kill. There goes that power button. Oh, all right, yeah, that's split in half now. That's the kind of destruction that we're looking for here on Mass Destruction. The series about mass destruction. So there's your wiring. It goes from the power cord to the wall. And it's just an electromagnet, basically. For safety reasons, I've destroyed the cord in case someone wants to try and plug this in. Now, it's basically impossible unless you bend it back. Also, the motor's down there somewhere. Is being featured on Mass Destruction better than sending it straight to the landfill? I'm going to leave that question vague and let you decide. For me personally, it's kind of cool to be able to take apart things like this, see how they work inside, have some fun doing it, and most of all, it fits better than a full fucking trash can over there. Because I guarantee you this wouldn't have fit before, but now it will. So, hey, look at Duramax. So I'm going to save you guys the boredom of watching me clean all this shit up. I'm going to do it off camera. And I'm just going to say thank you all so much for watching this edition of Mass Destruction. And I'll see you next time when we violently disassemble a PlayStation 3. See you next time.